How do I start my year with project-based learning? Hi, my name is Ryan Stoyer. I'm the Executive Director of Magnify Learning, and this is PBL Simplified for Teachers, where we break down your PBL need-to-knows to simplify the PBL process for your classroom. Today's need-to-know is, what are best practices for starting my year with project-based learning? It's a great question, and it's one you should be thinking about and you want to collaborate around and hear how other people start their year. It's rarely in a PBL classroom where it's just, here's the rules, go to your next class. We want to engage learners. We want to take them from passive to active. So we're going to involve them in this process. So we're going to try to develop norms. So one activity you might do is an Affinity Map, and we'll put a description to that protocol in the description section, so you can get a link to that. What you do is you have each learner put down what do they need to best learn in your classroom this year. One idea per Post-it note, put them all up on the wall, and let the themes drop down. And now you've got norms that have been created by your learners that they can abide by throughout the year. Some other things you might want to think through is, when do you want to start doing grouping? If that's something you're going to be using throughout the year, you're going to want to teach that intentionally early on so that you can leverage good grouping throughout the rest of the year. And we'll put some group contracts again in the description. All the resources will be down in the description. So it's going to be a treasure trove today. You're going to want to be there as you get ready to launch your year. Whatever that looks like, whatever it looks like, you're going to want to let your learners know that this is a little bit different possibly than what they've done before. They're expected to be active and not passive. They're expected to take part in their education this year, and you've got to put some things in place that are going to show that for real. So you want to do some culture building activities. In the first week of learning, you really want to leverage this idea of culture, and you might be light on academic standards this week. And that's okay, because you're going to use that momentum throughout the rest of the year. If you've got learners actively engaged instead of passively apathetic, you're going to get way farther than you ever have in previous years. So invest the time now early on setting the tone with norms and culture pieces so that your learners know that things are going to be a little bit different this year as you investigate PBL, and you want them to be doing some of those same things. So some of our PBLers, would you put down in the comments, what are some of your favorite moves for that first week of school? What is it that you do that really gets your learners in the right frame of mind? It gets them active and engaged in that first week, and you know that week that you've invested is going to show dividends the rest of the year. Let's share some of those best practices. As you do that, you're going to engage your learners, tackle boredom, and transform your classroom.